Hi, it's Linda with CreativePLR.com. So today I'm in Canva and I'm going to be making a sticker. And the reason why I'm doing it in Canva, even though I have all of those other tools I can be using, is because I've become obsessed by these borders. And let me just show you what I'm talking about. See this border that's it's got a rounded edge to it and it looks striped. And so I've become obsessed by these borders and it's perfect for a sticker. So let me show you how I do this. The first thing I'm going to do is I've got my white canvas. I've got this is the size of 4 inches by 4 inches. I like to do my stickers a little bit larger. I can always shrink them down and nobody's going to want a sticker greater than 4 inches. So this size works great for me. You can make it 2 inches if you want, but then if you want to scale it up, you risk it getting a little pixelated if you want to get too big. So I start with a 4-inch square, and I like to lay out my words first so that I can kind of see how it's going to go. And this at the bottom, that word at the bottom, I click on Effects and then I click on that curve. And then there's a slider at the bottom that I can adjust to make it, you can't see it because it's clear at the bottom, but there's a slider that you can make it curve to the around at the top like this one, or you can adjust it so that it curves up like that one. So I've got that done, and then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to insert a shape. So I go to Elements, and I'm using this rounded square, and the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to stretch it out. I may have to move my words a little bit. I'm going to stretch it out, and I'm going to leave just a little bit of that white background showing, because that's going to give me that famous white outline that everybody wants on their stickers. Now, to make sure that I've got that exactly in the middle, I hit the 3 dots, I say position, I say middle, and then center, and it's going to scoot it over for me. Okay, then I'm going to move my text back up. Now, so far it doesn't look like much, so I'm going to click on the shape. I'm going to change it to white. Okay. Now, it really doesn't look like much. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click on these 3 lines where it says border style, and I have found that 20 is about the right size for my eye. And so I'm going to adjust it. I've tried the skinnier versions, and it just didn't work. So now I've got this. Now, this very first one is a solid line, which is what we've got now. This one is a dash. This one is a smaller dash, and I don't like either this one or this one. I just don't like it. This one's not as bad, but I love this one. So this one's the one we're going to go with. Now, it seems like I'm doing things backwards because typically when I would be designing something, I would start with the border first, then I would put the words in, and or I would put the image in and then I would put the words in. And I started with the words because I can adjust the words, but since I'm working on a 4-inch square, I knew that I couldn't adjust the words that much. So I got my words adjusted first. Then I'm going to go over to my uploads because I've uploaded some images. And let's see, which one do I like? I'm going to go with this one. And I'm just going to scoot it out. And that's another reason I wanted my border there. So when I scoot out my image, I know that it fits perfectly. Now, I've got a little OCD problem with this when you have words and an image behind. What happens is that image fights with the words, and I don't like the look. They can't both have the same level of intensity. So either I need to make my words bigger or bolder, or I need to make my image and make it a little more transparent. And I'm going to do that, but I'm going to do it after I've finished my border. So I'm going to click on the border, and now is where I'm going to go, and I'm going to pick a color that's actually in that picture. I'm going to click on my plus sign, go to this little eyedropper, and I think I'm going to use that one. Maybe I'm going to try that one. Oh, I like that one better. And now I'm going to go to my picture, and I'm going to go to the transparency, and I'm just going to pull it down just a little bit. So when you're doing a sticker with words on it, you want the words to stand out. And so there's my finished sticker. Now let's do it one more time. because I know I talk fast. Kids tell me all the time I talk too fast. So I've got my words already there. I'm going to go to Elements. I'm going to click on this. I just personally like the square that's got rounded corners. If you just like a plain square, you can do that, or it doesn't even have to be a square. You could make a round sticker, but since my background is a square, I kept it the same. I'm going to position this, say, middle and center, so it's right in the middle. I'm going to move my words around back, and then I'm going to go to my shape, and I'm going to make it white. And at this point, I'm going to add my border. My border weight is 20. This would be easy if you just typed in 20, but somehow I can't do easy things some days. And then I went ahead and did that. Now I'm going to go ahead and if you don't have any clip art to upload, you can always use Canvas. But I like to make my stickers really unique. So I like to use something that nobody else is going to have. And so let me put that one in, and I'm going to stretch it out. Now I've learned the hard way that, let's see, oh, that cut that off, so I don't want to do that. So I'm going to do that as well. I'm going to position that middle and center. So that's, now they're both at the same intensity. So I know I'm going to make my figure transparency, but I started to say I've learned the hard way. If I go ahead and make my image transparent now, then I want to use the eyedropper on the figure to pick up the color, it's going to make that softer, transparent color, and I don't want that. I want the vivid color. So I'm going to go back and click on my border color, and let's see, did I have something already? It's not quite the same. I think that's it, but let's check. Click on the plus sign, click on that, and then, okay, there we go, it's brighter. Now I'm going to go to my image. If I can just, there we go. And I'm going to make it just a little bit transparent so the words really stand out. And so there's my stickers. Now I've created 6 of them. And so what I'm going to do now, I've got a whole bunch. What I'm going to do now, and if I'm going to sell these, I would do a lot more than 6. So I would download them, and I'm downloading them with PNG, and I'm not going to make the background transparent because I want that white outline on there, and I don't want the background in the center to be transparent. And then I would download it. So I downloaded my file from Canva, I unzipped it, and here are my 6 stickers. And I've got a page that's 8.5 by 11, so I can put this through my printer, and these are all about, on the page, they're about 3 1/4 inches square. I just needed to make it. Could I put more on a page? Absolutely. I could bump these down to 2 inches or 2.5 inches and probably put 9 on a page if that's important to you. And so what I'm going to do is I use a lot of stickers in the classroom, and it's easier for me, and kids don't want digital stickers, they actually want to paste them on something. Their notebook, their Chromebook, sometimes they want to put them on their hand. I don't quite understand that, but they want to actually stick them on something. So if you get the Avery paper, and I'm talking about the full sticker sheet, not the one with the individual labels. If you get the full sticker sheet, you can put that in your printer, and if you have a color printer, you can save this as a sheet, and you can just print out the whole sheet, and then I left space around it where you can cut them out. Okay, and when you cut them out, you want to leave that little edge. Now, you can, you can put a small border using that picture format. You can put a small picture border around there, and I did a very faint one, so that gives me some idea of where to cut it, and that would be helpful as well. Or you can just, as you're trimming, you can just make sure that you cut it. Okay, and then Some people like to sell stickers on the sheet. If they do, you have them both individually now from Canva as PNG files, and you also you can sell them on the sheet. So you can do them two different ways. Okay, I hope this was helpful, and you're going to be creating stickers next in Canva. Have a great day.